There's no such thing as an off-season for football coaches. With the new NIL and transfer rules, recruiting is a full-time job. I sat down with Texas Tech head coach Joey McGuire to talk about recruiting here in the Permian Basin and why West Texas kids fit the brand. Recruiting season is here. The Red Raiders coaching staff has been busy gathering talent from around the country and here in our backyard in the Permian Basin. When you think of West Texans, you think of hard work, toughness, grit. What do you see in that when you're recruiting?
You said it perfect. I mean, there's a really tough brand of football being played in West Texas.
Brand has been a really big word for McGuire and his staff year one. A foundational idea that McGuire put in place when he arrived in Lubbock. The brand has now become the essence of what Texas Tech football is.
The brand's the toughest, hardest working, most competitive team in the country. We talk about that not only as a team but individually. And we always talk about the brand doesn't care. It doesn't matter if it's cold, it doesn't matter if it's hot, it doesn't matter if you're having a good day, it doesn't matter if you're a bad day. You got to find ways to overcome stuff and be successful and be tough.
And tough is exactly what McGuire says he sees in West Texas football players, including former Midland Lee receiver Loic Fungi. He played in all 13 games for the Red Raiders this season and established himself as one of the most consistent receivers to wear the red and black. He says growing up in the Permian Basin and playing for head coach Clint Hartman prepared him to be elite at the next level.
Coach Hartman, his offseason, his program kind of helped me develop my strength and mental abilities to come out here and perform. And so I would say from that, the way he kind of made us tough and do the extra hard, skillful stuff, that pretty much allowed me to become the person I am too.
McGuire and his staff have made a point to recruit out of one of the biggest oil production areas in the country, including recent signee Ivan Carrion, a 6'6" wide receiver from Odessa High. Like Carrion, there's a unique mentality about Permian Basin athletes that stands out to Coach McGuire and can be seen on the oil field and the football field.
The pump jack mentality. And if you think about pump jacks, they don't care if it's cold, it doesn't matter if it's hot. That pump jack's the same every single day.
Just like West Texas football players.
I think we know what we're getting. We are getting passionate young men that really have grown up watching Texas Tech and wanting to be a part of this. You're getting guys that are coming from really, really good schools that have been coached at a high level. We're getting guys that love football, and I think it's really important that we make sure we're doing a good job of going in there and the guys that can play at this level, we make sure they're Red Raiders.
And McGuire wants to see some of that pump jack mentality and West Texas toughness on his football field this fall. Today starts a quiet period in college football recruiting, meaning coaches are allowed to talk to recruits in person on campus. But the Red Raiders will be holding 4 camps for high school prospects in May and June. Those details can be found right now on yourbasin.com, as well as my full sit down with Coach McGuire.